Hey, it's starting!
We honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs.
The boats.
Send them out to sail between the stars,
Oh shit.
to shine brightly among them.
They put the diseased one on boats and
Before
sail
you
them
leave,
into space.
Please make time to recuperate. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now.
Fighting time!
All things in this world have their laws.
He's 10, right?
You know that I'm a descendant of the lawful Vidyadhara. You witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it.
Magic!
As you can see, we added a few things to the simulated universe.
Bro, show me the robot!
Stephen Lloyd thinks this is a big achievement.
Give me the robot! Are you
We call it
Nice? Yeah?
Simulated Universe. The Swarm Disaster.
No way! New enemy! Okay. What is Pela doing here? Pela? Pela? What is Pela doing here? Oh, first code. Eat shit. There you go. Boo. Are those dices? Is she throwing dices in the same universe?
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and you know the rest. Welcome to the version 1.3 Celestial Eyes Above Mortal Ruins special program. As always, your good buddy Albert's here to bring you all the latest intel on the upcoming version. Today, our three special guests are...
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Wiedenheft, and I voice Fu Xuan.
What's up, guys? I'm Anjali Kunapaneni, and I voice Sushong.
Hey Trailblazers, I'm Nicholas Leung, and I voice Dan Hung.
Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. I gotta say, that trailer was loaded with details on the new version. Sarah, anything stand out for you?
Well, I'm always excited for story updates, but that last segment caught my eye too. The Swarm Disaster? Was that it? It looked pretty intense.
I know. Did Herta upgrade the simulated universe again? You know, my Trailblazer senses are tingling.
The
I don't know where
simulated universe
You know,
will
I'll
be
just be
getting
here.
some significant
I'll just be
updates
here.
in version 1.3, but that's for later in the program. First, let's take a look at the new characters joining the war.
I don't know where to sit!
First on the list, and finally revealing his true power, we have Dan Hung, Imbiber Lune.
Yay! Wait.
Whoa, okay. So March wasn't bluffing. Dan Hong does have secret strength.
No way.
But why would he suddenly reveal it after hiding it for so long?
Imaginary power.
Let's not forget, he did get impaled.
Yeah, he did
yeah,
die.
I think if he'd kept it under wraps any longer, he might have had trouble staying alive.
Oh.
You know, desperate times, desperate measures.
Impaled
Okay,
is a
makes
weird
sense,
word
but
to
why the
use
secrecy up
nowadays.
till then?
Well, to answer that
Impaled where?
question,
Shut up, chat.
we gotta talk about Don
Wait, I'm
Hung's
covering the
previous
owl.
incarnation.
Alright, sir. Hi.
Don Fung, a member of the High Cloud Quintet.
That's
Oh.
right. I'm sure Trailblazers will have noticed that certain characters in the story have been referring to Dan Hung as Imbiber
Sit
Lune.
beside Fool Swan?
But
Okay, here we
Imbiber
go.
Lune is actually a title handed down as part of the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder Succession. The person they're referring to here isn't Dan Hung, but Dan Fung. Dan Fung was once
The
the Law Fu
previous
Vidyadhara High Elder.
incarnation, yada
He
yada,
achieved
something.
great deeds for the Shenzhou in wartime. but ultimately committed an unforgivable sin.
Which is?
Wait, but if Dan Heng's still alive, then Dan Feng's sin can't have been that unforgivable, right?
Is
Xing
Cole
Yuan's
going to
not
be a
to blame
playable
this time.
character? Yeah.
The head of
Me
the
and my
Senjo
rubber
Vidyadhara,
ducky is
the
going to be
High
fucking
Elder,
playable.
possesses the power to transform into a dragon.
Let's take a look at how
Is
secret
Dan Heng
strength
voice
Dan
actor
Heng
being
handles
paid
himself on the
twice for two
battlefield.
character?
As
I
an
mean, I think
imaginary
it's
type
per
character
voice line.
following the path of destruction, Dan
Destruction.
Heng, Imbibitor Lune's specialty, is consuming multiple skill points to trigger an array of powerful abilities.
5-star QQ.
Tapping the skill button enhances the effects of Imbibitor Lune's basic attack, Beneficent Lotus, up to 3 times in succession.
3 skill
Depending
point
on
a
the number of
turn.
enhancements, Beneficent Lotus becomes Transcendence, Divine Spear, and Fulgurant Leap, respectively. Hits per action and damage dealt increase with each enhancement.
No way.
Additionally, single target damage is replaced with multiple target damage in both Divine Spear and Fulgurant Leap.
No way.
And Imbibitor Lune's talent, Righteous Heart, amplifies the damage he deals as the number of hits per action in the current turn increases.
Sounds like skill point management is going to be pretty important for
run
Imbibitor
triple
Lune's
healer.
allies.
Hold that thought. When using his ultimate, Imbibitor Lune deals imaginary damage to a single target and adjacent enemies,
Okay,
while
yeah.
also receiving a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
What?
Squama Sacrosancta can be used to offset Imbibitor Lune's skill point consumption.
Man, Secret Strength Dan Heng is kind of a one-man band.
Oh, that's not all.
What?
Imbibitor Lune's technique, Heaven Calling Prismadragon, allows him to enter a leaping dragon state for a set time. In this state, using an attack causes Imbibitor Lune to lunge forwards a set distance and strike all enemies he comes into
I
contact
mean,
with.
okay.
Entering battle in this way allows Imbibitor Lune to acquire a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
So it's like, you know,
Hello.
Yukong thing.
Such is the frightful power of the High Elder. Now that we've introduced Secret Strength Dan Heng, let's move on to an old friend of ours, the Master Diviner, Lady Fu Xuan.
Imagine if her skill is like super easy to understand and normal names. Balls. Ball. Wow, that's a fancy oath.
Her first encounter with the Trailblazers
That's a
was pretty
fancy
impressive.
oath.
From high above, amid a hail of bullets, came the words.
Your every move has been foreseen.
By the Omnisia.
Foreseen this.
Okay, you gotta admit, her bullet deflection game is on point. But I wonder, how'd she fare against a Star Knot, though?
Oh, yeah, I can't see her swatting one of those out of the sky.
Fu Xuan might have something to say about that.
Oh, okay.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the earth and water trigrams.
What?
What do we have to fear?
What?
Let us counter this menace directly with the might of the Xianzhou.
Huh?
Oh, Susheng translation. Hexagram says let's do this.
You know, I think the Divination Commission would benefit from having Su Shang as a translator.
Oh, it's like
The
fish hole.
omnisia on Fu Xuan's forehead is a mysterious instrument that
Forehead.
allows her to calculate her every move in advance.
Wait,
However, the
So
immortal
it's a
bodies of the
brain
Xianzhou
enhancer?
natives exhibit adverse reactions to external augmentation. While the omnisia may grant her incredible computational abilities,
Oh.
it also causes her pain and exhaustion.
no way.
Well, with great power
Comes great
you
headaches.
know the rest.
That explains Fu Xuan's reliance on bubble tea, then, huh?
Huh?
I heard she
That
drinks
canon?
like 10 cups of Immortal's Delight a day.
What?
no.
Hey,
like
that sounds
Ayato?
like gossip
Is she
to
like
me.
Ayato
What if
now?
Immortal's Delight is just heckin' delicious?
I suspect it is, though I'm sure the sugar helps. Running the Divination Commission and divining the fortunes of the Xianzhou, it's an exhausting
Yeah, we
gig.
do have a like the random Foos one sip
Anjali's
emote that one of my
right.
mods
no
added,
more
right?
bubble tea gossip. By way of apology, how about I treat everyone to 10 cups of Immortal's Delight after the show?
Yay!
Yes! Now we're talking.
Free drink.
Let's talk about bubble tea there. It's time to take a look at how the Master Diviner showcases her abilities on the battlefield. Fushun is a quantum-type character, following the path of preservation. But where other path of preservation characters mainly use shields for defense, Fushun takes a different road.
No.
Precisely. After using her skill, Fushun activates the Matrix of Prescience, which lasts for a set number of turns. This allows Fushun to absorb some of that damage for her allies.
Yay! Damage
When the Matrix of
absorption.
Prescience is active, it grants the knowledge effect to the entire team, increasing characters' max HP and crit rate. Fushun's talent offers a
and
variety
crit
of
rate?
effects. Firstly, Fushun can provide a permanent misfortune avoidance state, reducing the damage taken by the entire team. Secondly, when Fushun's HP drops below a set percentage, she recovers a set percentage of HP.
Okay, yeah.
POV, you're Fushun's enemy. Why are my attacks healing her?
Yay!
That's
Self-healing
not all.
tank! Yay!
Fushun's ultimate deals quantum damage to all enemies, but it also increases the frequency of her talent's HP restoration effect.
Yay!
Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, Fushun's technique can grant a barrier for the whole team that lasts for a set duration.
Yay!
During exploration, the barrier blocks all enemy attacks, thereby preventing battles that would otherwise have triggered in this way.
Yeah.
Her technique also activates the Matrix of Prescience automatically at the start of the next battle.
Enabling
That's
Cole.
our master device.
Yay!
Reliable and determined. No wonder she's got her sights set on the general ship.
That's useless? Her technique is kind of useless,
And
yeah.
you won't find her
'Cause you
guarding or
can't
playing
use
chess
it
on
in
the
Sim
job either.
Universe. That is kind of useless, yeah.
Moving swiftly on to our final character. It's time we introduced a
Why would
young
you use
girl
it in
from
Sim
Bellabong,
Universe?
Lynx Landau.
Let's go.
Her technique, not her skill. Her technique, the one outside of combat. It's Lynx. Is that a ice pick? And food? Food! Do you have a fucking Doraemon package or
Surname ring a
something?
bell. You got it. She's the younger sister of
Yay,
Serval and
for
Japard
quantum team
Landau.
viable
Is it
now.
just me, or should everyone in the overworld be taking tips from Lynx? She's the only person I've seen who's dressed for the eternal freeze. Like, are the majority of Bellabogians frost-resistant or something?
I think those geomarrow heaters keep the temperature relatively comfortable within the confines of the city.
Oh, so Lynx's winter gear is for venturing outside the city, right?
No way!
You got it. Lynx has always been drawn to the horizon. The centuries-old records of Yarilo VI's
No
vibrant past,
Bellabog
the
character
beautiful
on
auroras
stream?
described by her teachers,
Yo, what
the
is
heroic
Shu
tales
Kok
of the
doing
Landau
here?
family.
Where's Lynx?
All of it pertains
What is
to the
Su
world
Shen
beyond
doing
the
here?
city walls, where the Bellabogians
It should be
call
QQ,
snow
right?
plains.
QQ
Compared
was
with her
working
sister's
under
enthusiasm and her
Bruce
brother's
Wan, right?
seriousness. Lynx is somewhat introverted and comfortable with
What are you
solitude.
doing here,
She
Cole?
often
I
ventures
belong
out
here.
alone
Shut the
into
fuck up.
perilous snow plains, which has allowed her to hone her wilderness survival skills.
Ooh, she's gonna be the world's smallest survival expert.
Now, she may be small, but she packs a punch. Let's dive right in and see just how powerful this Snow Plains explorer really is.
Go!
Yeah, Lynx is a quantum-type character following the path of abundance who provides a variety of healing for her team.
Okay.
Her skill can restore HP to a single ally and grant them survival response for a set number of turns, boosting their max HP.
Oh, Blade.
If an ally with survival response follows the paths of destruction or preservation, the likelihood of them being targeted by enemy attacks increases.
But why
Increased
does
enemy
every
aggression?
single new
Guess they're
healer
not
just
fans of
make
whatever's in that
Bailu?
tin. Can't say that I blame them.
It's a heal and
Looks
a
like
taunt!
fermented herring?
It's a heal
Ooh, it's my
and a
favorite.
taunt! What
You
the
guys want
fuck?
to try some?
No, I'm good.
No. Can you forget about the contents of the
It
tin?
works for
This
Blade
is a
as
useful
well, because
ability.
Blade has
I'll
no
say
way to
this.
make enemy hit
Directing
him.
enemy aggression towards characters who
So it
can
buffs
take a hit
Blade
is
HP
kinda
and gives him
genius.
aggro.
Does she have any edible tricks up her sleeve?
This one looks safe for consumption. Lynx's ultimate restores health to and dispels one debuff from each ally.
Bro, Bailu!
huge.
Bro, Bailu is just dying right now.
Talk about a hard pill
Bailu
to
is
swallow.
dying.
Huh? Anyone?
Bailu
Sir?
is
No?
dying.
See, I'm just wondering how she even fits it in her backpack.
Sometimes big things come in
AOE
small
calamity.
packages. You know, I forgot to mention Lynx's talent. It can grant a continuous
AOE
healing effect to
cleanse.
targets of her skill and ultimate for a set number
Glance
of
one
turns.
debuff
This
from all
effect will
allies is
further
good,
restore
because
a
like
set
the
amount of
ice
HP to
enemy gives
characters
you
with
a
survival
negative speed buff
response.
for your entire
Similarly,
team.
her technique can also grant a continuous healing effect for a set number of turns, but to the entire team.
No way.
Talk about being a reliable healer.
That's our little Snow Plains Explorer. We can all breathe a little easier with her on the team.
Hey, Lynx is good. I like that.
Well, that concludes our new character introductions. Next up, let's take a look at the brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp in version 1.3. To get us started, how about a Path of Destruction light cone, brighter than the sun?
Yeah.
Is there anything brighter than the sun?
If there is, we should tell Imbibitor Lunae about it. Someone needs some vitamin D.
Hey, come on. He's looking pretty good for a man suspended in chains. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But, fair point. Now, on to a Path of Preservation light cone.
Poor girl. Everything changed in an instant.
Thrown suddenly into an endless reliance on bubble tea.
Oh, speaking of bubble tea, Albert, any chance we can fast track that offer? Yeah.
No.
Don't move, I'm
Now,
moving.
during the first phase of version 1.3 in the character warp, Epical Spectrum, Trailblazers can
Asta?
obtain the limited 5-star character Don Hung and Imbibitor Lunae. And
No,
the corresponding
there's
light
no
cone
way
event
they're
warp,
telling
the
the player
drop rate of the
base to use
5-star light cone,
Yukon
brighter than
with
the sun, will be
Imbibitor
boosted.
Lunae. You have
During the second
zero
phase of
skill
version
point.
1.3 in the character
That's a
warp,
zero
for
skill
seen,
point
for
team. That's
known,
4
for
skill
told,
point a turn.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star
no
character
way.
Fushwin. Not to mention
Wait,
the
second
4-star
banner is pretty
character
dank,
Lynx,
though.
who will also be joining the warp.
Yes.
Second
Light
banner
cone,
can
she
be a
already
team on its
shut her
own.
eyes,
That's a
will be
destruction,
boosted.
a nihility, an abundance. No, an abundance and a
that's all she wrote
preservation.
on
Right.
light cones and warps.
Yay! Link's
Welcome
buff
back, dear
HP
viewers.
and aggro.
Let's pick up where we left off. In the preceding story, and thanks to the collaborative efforts of Jingyuan and Don Hung, Fantilia was banished and the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was resolved.
No way.
And yet, as the dust settles, easing the fears of the citizenry becomes a new priority.
Okay.
Rightly so. Helping people get back to their old lives is a big part of rebuilding.
Okay.
And more often than not, responding to a disaster is trickier than preventing one.
Mm-hmm. In version
So Ting Yun is
1.3,
just
the
dead?
Trailblaze mission Obsequies
Yo,
performed
what about
a
Ting
long
Yun?
road ahead
Is
will
she
reveal
just
a
dead?
glimpse of the Xianzhou's recovery
No,
efforts.
Ting
We'll
Yun?
also be
Question
seeing
mark?
the likes of 4 new companion
Is Ting
missions.
Yun
The
just
Dragon
dead?
Returns Home, Total Recall,
Is
Farther
she
Than
just
the
gone?
Snow Plains, and Mohashle. Wildfire member and Fight Club reigning champion Luca has returned to Boulder Town. He wastes no time in inviting the Trailblazer and Zila to help him in completing a special bout of training.
Okay.
Ooh, nice cinematic read there, Albert.
Training
I'm getting
mode?
goosebumps.
Where's my story
Oh, those
quest?
names are so
Where's the
intriguing.
ducktail?
I feel like these missions will answer a lot
Okay.
of questions. Like, why is Bailu the current Vidyadhara High Elder? And is March 7th truly as many people suspect?
Where's
This
Duke's
is hardly the
story
domain
quest?
of unverified rumors. Ours is a serious program.
Serious.
path is the
More like
duck
bubble
path
tea
of
gossip
destruction?
central.
Speaking of bubble
Clearly.
tea, fine, I'll wait.
In our next segment, we'll be talking version 1.3 events.
A
Exulting
free
Sanctum's
shoe cock.
Armali was once a hub of commerce and crowds, but has gradually fallen into obscurity over the last millennium. The blink of an eye for a long-life species. And now, as the IPC's corporate interference encroaches upon the Laofu, the people sense danger and are striving to breathe new life into old trades.
Okay.
In the Orem Alley's Hustle and Bustle event, Trailblazers are thrown right into the action with an opportunity to influence the Alley's ultimate fate.
Okay.
Wait. What do we need to do exactly?
What shops of numerous sizes can be found in the newly reopened Arum Alley district.
oh.
By arranging cargo shipments and planning logistics routes,
Oh.
trailblazers can accumulate funds.
Oh.
These funds can be
Okay.
used to progressively revamp the urban landscape of Arum
I mean-
Alley, helping it return to its former glory.
By
We
achieving
did the
goals in this
museum,
limited
and now
time
we're...
event,
Bro, the
players can earn
trailblazer is just an
self-modeling resin,
entrepreneur.
tracks of
What the
destiny,
fuck?
stellar
We did the museum,
J,
and
and
now we did
four-star
a shopping
characters to
district.
shop. Following this
let's
limited
go.
time event,
We're owning multiple
Arum Alley will
businesses.
remain in the game as a
It's
permanent
business
mode.
time.
This mode includes rewards such as the Arum Alley themed phone wallpaper, Ingenium Dreams.
Phone wallpaper.
That's something we haven't seen before.
That's right.
No.
Phone wallpapers are a new feature being added to version 1.3.
You can get a phone
Trailblazers
wallpaper
can browse and
in
replace
your
their
phone
wallpapers
game
using
in
the
a
in-game
virtual
mobile
phone
menu.
game. Holy
so
shit!
pretty.
I mean, I'll take
Isn't
it.
it?
It's cool.
All right, folks. It's time to
You
talk
can get
about
a
a big
phone
update to the
wallpaper
simulated
for your
universe.
in-game
Ah,
phone.
finally! I thought for a moment you might have accidentally left it out.
The cheek!
It's actually kind of
How
nice. I
could
know.
I,
It's
your
nice.
humble living servant, make you wait?
I mean, we're still waiting on those bubble teas, so I'm just saying.
Giggles.
case,
Hey, that was
the
a cute Foos one.
update
Giggles
is the
emote.
collaborative
Boss!
effort of 4 genius
Boss!
minds.
Add
They
that
call
emote.
it
Boss!
Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster. They completed a broad spectrum of structural renovations purely to investigate the fall of an eon.
The swarm disaster. Sounds like it might have something to do with what is that eon's name again? Tazy something?
Tazeroth, the Eon of Propagation.
That's the one.
Isn't he dead?
Interesting. What motivated Herta and her team to research the Imperator Insectorum?
Ooh, I'll tell you. From the story so far, we've heard that the propagation once caused a major swarm, which
Yeah.
spread throughout the universe. This eventually caught the attention of multiple eons who united to eradicate it. This event involved more eons than any other recorded event in history, which of course makes it an excellent research subject.
So that's how it is.
Mm-hmm. In order to delve into this complicated history,
Okay.
Herta and her team have developed various new methods of exploration. In Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster, the stage maps
Is this
will
more
appear in a
content?
format similar
Wait, this
to a
is-
chessboard.
This is Zenless Zone
Trailblazers
Zero
will need to
gameplay.
navigate through randomly generated domains and tackle a variety of challenges before making it to the deepest parts of the simulation.
I'm assuming these geniuses had more in mind than simply maneuvering around a grid.
Right you are. In order to simulate the experiences of different Pathstriders and
Okay.
resonate with the eons, a brilliant mind named Steven developed the audience die and communing device.
Okay.
Oh, audience die? Oh, come on, Albert. That's not a
More
nice thing to say to
endgame
the
than
audience.
Genshin? No way. Actual
Die
content?
as in singular for dice.
Okay.
It has to do with the eons bestowing random gifts upon Pathstriders.
Okay.
Before progressing each turn, use the communing device to roll the audience die. This will generate special effects for the current turn.
Rolling dice.
These special effects might provide our team with powerful buffs, or alter the chessboard in some way, or even create further variables for subsequent actions.
Okay. That's cool.
The
I like it.
chessboard and grids are superficial. The true intent of the geniuses is to delve into the mysteries of the eons.
Okay.
Each exploration will encompass 3 planes corresponding to Imperator Insectorum's emergence, expansion, and demise.
Okay.
Trailblazers will encounter simulated historical events during these phases.
Okay.
And different responses will lead to different outcomes.
Ooh.
But do these
New items?
simulations really recreate the truth?
Is this
The
this
official
is a permanent
response
thing,
is
right?
that due to the many historical unknowns, all potential outcomes are valuable. The data helps us infer the most probable truth.
And the unofficial response?
Madam Herta said, and I quote, "You can't prove that the past wasn't like this, can you?"
How exceptional. Undeniably a genius.
Madam Herta has also developed a path space for the express purpose of enhancing the resonance between Trailblazers and their paths.
Oh, okay.
As a trailblazer, every action you take that aligns with your path during exploration can help you to obtain path energy,
Okay,
getting
yeah.
you closer to the eons.
Do we just run Remembrance again?
And what can we expect when we get closer to the eons?
Once you have sufficient path energy, you'll be able to unlock specific buffs and the chance to interact directly with the corresponding eon.
Oh, we can just
thereby
talk to them?
uncovering their part in the swarm disaster.
We can just talk to
Okay,
them?
so we've been hearing those words a lot, but none of this feels swarmish or disastery enough to me.
Say no
Time
more.
to talk to gods.
In the final domain of the third plane of each exploration, trailblazers will encounter a brand new enemy, the Swarm True Sting.
No way. It's
True
weak to
stings
fire,
have the
quantum, and
ability to divide
imaginary.
and
Oh, it's
create
dead.
more swarms. If
It's
not
dead.
dealt with promptly, the entire battlefield
It's
will
weak to
eventually
fire,
be
it's dead to
overrun
my
by the
account.
swarm. Sufficiently swarming?
Oh.
Suitably
It's mitosis.
disastery?
It's mitosis.
Okay, that's plenty. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
It's the mitosis,
Finally,
Evo.
upon
No way.
clearing simulated universe, the
It's
swarm
evolving.
disaster, the brand new path of propagation will be unlocked within the simulated universe.
Oh, new path.
Yeah,
Holy
what a
fuck,
roller
they actually
coaster.
listen to the
That's
player
a
base.
big update,
They're
all
adding
right.
new
And
sim
big
universe
updates
content
need
permanently.
Big rewards. Take note. Aside from Stellar Jade and numerous
wanna
other
know what it
materials,
does.
the Swarm Disaster rewards include 2 self-modeling resins.
Woo!
Those things are rarer than rare. Are there
No,
really 2
they're
up for
giving
grabs?
away.
You
For,
better
like, every
believe it.
event.
And I highly encourage Trailblazers to give it a go. Next up is the Space Station Task Force event. Revitalizing the space station is no small undertaking.
Okay.
If we want to speed things up, we'll need to enlist the help of a task force with special permissions.
Okay, yeah.
Watson has lined up all the assignments that require attention. Over to you, Trailblazers.
Aha.
During the event, by assembling a team that meets the requirements of specific assignments, you'll be able to earn rewards such as Stellar
It's a
Jade
fucking.
and
Oh
character
my god, I
experience
got
materials.
baited so hard.
And as the message
Bro,
makes clear, there will be
I got
requests and
baited so
assignments
hard.
every day. It's almost impossible to finish them all.
Oh my
Version
god.
1.3 will also see the return
Oh
of
my
the Planar
God.
Fisher and Garden of
Hey,
Plenty
the
events.
double event.
During the respective events,
The double
successfully
event.
challenging the simulated universe and calyxes can earn you a set amount of
Yo.
double rewards.
Yay, double event.
At the same time, version
Hey,
1.3 will unlock 2 new stagnant shadow stages, Shape of Puppetry and Shape
Is
of
that the
Abomination.
Arumaton? It's the,
The former
oh my
will drop
fucking
Suppressing
god.
Edict, Ascension material required
No!
for Don Hung and Bibita Lune. The latter will drop
No!
Nail of the Ape,
It's
Ascension
the
material
Arumaton!
required for Fushuen.
Whoa, all that too?
Oh, and I'm not done with you
no.
yet. Version 1.3 system updates are just as momentous. First off, after the version 1.3 update,
Yay.
the Trailblaze power cap
Reserve
will be
Trailblaze
raised from
power
180 to 240.
No way.
Exactly
A
the
reserve
amount
system.
that regenerates in a day. Once Trailblaze power maxes out, a percentage of the surplus is converted into reserved Trailblaze
Okay,
power.
so if you have max
So in other
Trailblaze
words,
power,
if you forget to log on, you won't have wasted much Trailblaze power.
If you forget to
And
log
here's something
on-
else.
Yeah,
The
chat.
1.3 update will also bring changes to the friends and chat systems,
Friends?
which include being able to sort your friends.
This is useless.
And
I have no
Trailblazers
friends.
not currently accepting new friend requests can choose to disable them in settings. Icing on the cake, you can now send emojis in chats.
Oh,
Yay!
at last, bring
I
on
can
the
send
pom-pom and March 7th
emojis.
emojis.
Yeah.
nice. Fingers crossed for
Emojis.
some authentic boomer material.
And of course, we have the crowd favorite, Gift of Odyssey Chicken Reward.
Bro,
Logging in for 7 days gets you 10 warps. It might just be your lucky break.
This is
Nicholas,
every
I
patch.
admire
What
your
the fuck?
confidence.
Bro, they just get 10 free pulls
Last but
every
not
update.
least, Honkai Star
What the
Rail
fuck?
will also be a part of this year's Gamescom. What surprising updates await us? Watch this space, Trailblazers.
Yeah.
So cool.
Nice.
Wow,
Let's
Genshin is
roll
really
out
taking
today's
L's, huh?
final redemption code.
Oh, you can't see the code. Oh, you can't see it.
All good things must come to an end.
No!
And so must today's special program. We've covered quite a bit about the 1.3 update. Any thoughts or feelings from our guests? What are you most looking forward to?
Man, so much to choose from, but for me, it's gotta be the characters.
New
Dan Heng
content.
and Bybiter Lune,
It's obviously
Fu Xuan,
new
and
content.
Lynx
What
are
the
all
hell are you
special in their
on?
own way. I just hope I get lucky with the warps.
And as for me, I'm super excited about the simulated universe update.
Yes!
The new gameplay and story aspects sound
Fooling a
brilliant.
character doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you
Well,
can't even
since
build
you guys
them.
covered the obvious, I'll go
You
for
have
something a
zero
little different.
relics. None of us have
I feel like
relics.
this version's quality of life enhancements are really good. I love the Trailblaze power cap increase and the new Reserve Trailblaze power feature. They may sound minor, but I think they'll make a big difference to the experience.
Oh, totally. And I'm sure the gaming experience will keep improving as the updates keep rolling. Well, that's it for the Honkai Star Rail version 1.3 special program.
Bye-bye.
As always, thanks again to all you trailblazers for tuning in. And may our paths cross again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys!
Catch you later.
See you next time.
Bubble tea, bubble tea, bubble tea.
Fine.
Yeah.
My bro, hand it over, Owl Man. I've been here the entire stream.